Welcome to the Thunderdome in Chicago, Illinois for an Eastern Conference matchup between the Indianapolis Red Devils and the Chicago Wildcats. You are watching the SFL Network on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mike Daggs, your play-by-play commentator tonight. Alongside me in the booth is the Hall of Famer Matt Willson. With us today on Stats is the notorious Scott LaRue. Matt, how you doing this afternoon?
Just peachy, just like a wonderful peach tea. I smuggled it out of London.
Good job. These two teams that we're watching today, they've struggled this season. Both have only one win under their belt. Indianapolis is currently on a 3-game skid. We're in week 6. We're almost halfway through the season. It's time for at least one of these two teams to step up to prevent them from both sitting in the basement of the Eastern Conference. What are you expecting to see out of these two teams today?
Yeah, they both showed some bright spots this season, but they just haven't been able to put a complete game together. They both need to play both extremely hard, as the players are still possible if someone turns it around, but they got to do it quickly.
Yeah, I agree. And, neither of these teams, if you look at their offense and defense, neither one has a top 10 offense or a top 10 defense, but we could see that change today. There's certainly some skill players on both of these rosters that are being noticed in the league and, looking good. So, as a whole, we'll see how things shape up as we are underway here in Chicago. Kickoff is taken back at the 10-yard line, returned up to the 29-yard line, where Indianapolis will get the first crack at things on offense.
And we lost lights.
Yeah, the power goes out every once in a while.
We're in a dome. It's kind of scary sometimes.
Well, yeah, when the lights turn off, it gets pitch black in here. But
too bad there's no bits to be donated.
Not today. Quarterback Tom Pepper under center. Keith Swearingen, the rookie running back, in the backfield. Swearingen gets the handoff, trucking his way through up to the 33-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. And let's take a look at some of the key players here on the Indianapolis offense. Mentioned quarterback Tom Pepper and halfback Keith Swearingen. At wide receiver, Dan Daly and Eli McCormick. Dan Daly's actually the number 6 receiver in the league in total yards with 517 yards so far this season on 38 receptions and a pair of touchdowns. Pepper back to pass on 2nd down. Dumps it down to Swearingen on the right-hand side. Can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Will bring up a 3rd down and 5.
This is an Indianapolis offense that's kind of light on talent. They're more of a defensive-minded team, so they definitely have to make the most of those 2 receivers. And Swearingen has to, put in a really hard effort.
So we'll see how they do here on 3rd down and 5. Pepper changing the play at the line. Back to pass. Quick out route to the right-hand side. Complete, but he is going to be a yard shy of a 1st down. That was Eli McCormick with the reception.
You hate to see that kind of thing happen. The old out route with not enough room to cut up. Yes, we're testing some new audio equipment today, so if you guys could let us know how we're sounding, that would be greatly appreciated.
So Indianapolis will delicious tea. Indianapolis will punt away to the Wildcats. Corey Carter back to receive. Takes the ball at the 10-yard line, and looks like they swapped out their punt returner. It's going to be Blake Hamrick, I believe. Nope. Wrong again. Jesse Vick. 3rd time's the charm. Jesse Vick returns that punt up to the 32-yard line, and quarterback E.T. King will lead his offense out onto the field. Key players on the Chicago offense: wide receivers Corey Carter, Buchanan Simons, J.C. Torres, tight end Shan Varner, and recently signed this week, halfback Jared Willis. Willis, with his first career handoff, runs for a gain of 3 yards up to the 35-yard line.
And again, they have a plethora of weapons: 3 wide receivers, a tight end, a halfback, and of course King, all highly paid, all very talented players. But Indy's up to the task with 2 corners, three safeties, 2 linebackers, and a defensive tackle. Hey.
It's quite a stacked defense.
Strength
on the
versus strength
side.
here.
Yeah, absolutely. King hands the ball off to Willis yet again, ducks through a tackle and gets a 1st down up to the 42-yard line. We'll take a look at that Indianapolis defense. The defensive line, defensive tackle Easy Temple. He was a first-round pick, 14th overall. At linebacker, Thad Castle and rookie Blake Craze. Talk about him in a minute. He was a Week 2 signing. At cornerback, Steve Vitak, Von Sinuk. And at safety, Paul Connolly, Ashley Rose Finch, and Zach Andrews. King dumps it down for yet another first down. Crossing midfield up to the Indianapolis 48-yard line. Corey Carter with the reception.
Finch got roasted on that one. She should have had the deflection at least. Let's see how well this pass is thrown by King. And, oof, Finch went for the ball and missed.
Right there, Blake Craze in to assist on that tackle. You know, I mentioned Blake Craze was signed in Week 2 of the season as a rookie addition to the Indianapolis defense. So far since Week 2, has made 34 tackles, 7 for a loss, and a pick. Not a bad debut for the rookie linebacker. King back to pass deep down the right-hand side, hauling it in with one hand. Buchanan Simons up to the 23-yard line.
A little out. And, yep, little corner route, nice, easy. Finch was the closest one to him, but wasn't quite there. Got to play off a little bit more on that route.
Brings up a first down and 10 just outside the red zone. 3 wide receivers set, 2 running backs in the backfield. King back to throw, checks it down. Hauled in by Jared Willis. 1 yard gain, brings up a second down and 9.
So far, the Indianapolis defense looking a little Swiss cheese-like. They need to, stop these guys. Don't let them get a touchdown on, because you don't want to get behind. This team is not built to come from behind.
Well, especially when you have 5 highly paid defensive backs, you can't allow a deep corner route like we just saw there. Willis takes the handoff, breaks a couple of tackles, still going, and in for his first career touchdown. Jared Willis, touchdown for the Chicago Wildcats.
What you talking about, Willis? He's right there. He said he'd score, and he did.
Congratulations, rookie, on your first career touchdown on your first career drive.
Look at that. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2 tackles. See you later. Might join the exclusive Willson Hot Tub Club. Dominguez is already there for a reason, but... That's what Chicago needs. When your team is down, you're kind of feeling out a little bit. You get an infusion of new talent, new attitude, and it's a great way for Chicago to start off their first drive with a new member of their personnel.
Absolutely. When you add somebody mid-season, you hope to get good production out of them, and to see a touchdown on the first drive is exactly what the doctor ordered. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. We'll be right back.
Follow the SFL on Twitter @SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Kickoff fielded back at the 9-yard line by Zach Andrews. Returns it up to the 28. We'll see Tom Pepper and company back out onto the field to get things going here on their second drive of the day. Matt, Tom Pepper, been having quite a season so far. Has over 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. He does have 6 interceptions, but at least, there's not more picks than touchdowns. 77% completion percentage. He's been very, very accurate. Offset I formation. Ball is handed off to Swearingen. Juking past one tackler. Can't get past the second. Tackled by A.J. Barnes on the play. Brings up a second down and 5.
So a little bit of Barry there. Whoop, whoop. Man, these 2 running backs are out to prove something today.
So second down and 5 from the Indianapolis 33-yard line. I formation. Pepper back to throw. Has time. Ooh, throws it straight into a linebacker's hands. Batted away. Bring up a third down and 5. Let's take a quick look at the Chicago defense. At linebacker, Dylan Rowland. And Clint the Hulk Hendershot. Matt, we were wondering what his nickname was last week. Found out after the game. It's the Hulk.
So we can now I can go Hendershot smash when he makes
That's
the
right.
tackle.
Blake Hamrick and Jesse Vick at corner, and Maurice Spurgeon and A.J. Barnes at safety. Ball is handed off to Swearingen on 3rd down, and he is stopped shy. Brings up a 4th down and 3, and Indianapolis once again will have to punt.
So really, it's a battle of 2 rookie running backs now. You got Swearingen and newcomer Willis. So
Swearingen selected in the 2nd round. He was the 32nd overall pick. Having a decent season so far, 473 yards, averaging a little over 4 yards a carry, and he does have a pair of touchdowns on the season.
Man weighs 245 pounds. It's a load to bring
that's
down.
A big boy. Punt is away, fielded back, ouch, at the 26-yard line by number 26. Gets it up to the 27, gets his head taken off. And we'll have
Jesse
first down
Vick.
and 10.
Jesse Vick is so glad he took over punt returning duties.
I swear it was Corey Carter last week. We were watching, actually broadcasting the Chicago game last week from Queen City. And we saw J. Calvin Kim, longtime Chicago running back in last week's game. Really wasn't having a great season. Replaced by Jared Willis for today's game. Pass over the middle, hauled in, complete to Shan Varner. 9-yard gain, brings up a 2nd down and 1. I mentioned Kim. He barely had over 300 yards on the season, had only 1 touchdown, and was averaging less than 4 yards a carry. Obviously, Chicago decided it was time to move in a different direction. Signed Jared Willis, and just like that, he's already got a touchdown. Just as many touchdowns as Kim had. And right on cue, Willis gains first down yardage up to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, well, the history of J. Calvin Kim, where he was before and before.
No clue.
So J. Calvin Kim, I believe, he was on the Tallahassee Pride, but his original birthplace was on the Mexico City Aztecs. He was our running back many seasons ago. Guess who replaced him?
Well, Ray Bentley.
Yes, exactly.
2nd down and 8 after that swing route. Complete by Willis for a gain of 2. Up to the Chicago 44-yard line.
Chicago moving again. Indy's got there's Thad Castle, I believe. It's a very majestic looking linebacker.
Majestic, huh?
I love that little neck pad he's got there.
King to throw on 2nd down and 8.
Oh,
swing routes over to Willis again.
Whoa.
I thought he might have stepped out a yard shy, but they're going to mark it at the 47-yard line. It's good enough for another Chicago first down.
This guy's, I hate to say it, balling out. His first game. Look at it, catches the swing pass, and he just explodes into these guys. Look at that. No, I think he got the first down.
So
Look out, SFL. This Willis guy might be good.
First down and 10 from the Indianapolis 47-yard line. King in the gun. 3-receiver set. King back to throw. Checks it down again to Willis. Gains 5. Wrapped up and tackled. Zach Andrews in on the tackle.
Willis excited, and I'd be too. He's just positive play after positive play after positive play. I mean, that's what you need on a drive. And if they're not covering him, they don't know about him, just keep throwing it to him, keep running it to him.
So far, Willis has 4 rushing attempts, averaging 9.5 per carry and a touchdown. Also has 4 receptions for 17 yards, averaging 4 yards there. Not bad, not bad.
Nope,
King back to throw. Willis back again. Gains another 4 and another Chicago first down.
It's going to be Jared, the one-man offense, Willis.
Well, so far, that's all they need.
Yeah. Indy might want to key on him just a little bit more.
And it certainly doesn't hurt that along with Willis, you also have Corey Carter, Buchanan Simons, and J.C. Torres.
I'm giving him a break here.
King in the gun. Go back to those receivers in a moment. King under pressure, throws, complete. Trying to see who caught that one. Looks like it was Austin Matrullo, not one of the receivers I just mentioned. But, Matt, the weapons on this offense just keep growing and growing. Buchanan Simons, he was a week 4 signing. Didn't have the best game last week, but in his debut, got all kinds of yards. So far on the season, between the 2 games he's played in, 182 yards on 7 catches and a touchdown in 2 weeks.
Well, how about this for a change of pace? They're like, yeah, okay, we're going to give a running back a rest. We're just going to throw the ball. And Indy can't seem to stop it so far, anything they do.
King to throw under pressure. Hit. Oh, my gosh, I thought that was picked, but it's hauled in. Corey Carter brings up a 2nd down and 1 after a 9-yard gain. Carter a little bit actually quieter. He's been with the team the whole season. Actually, this is his first season with this team. He was a free agent acquisition off of Alaska. 126 yards on 15 catches and a pair of touchdowns for him, adding that total today. And Willis back out on the field.
Look at this change in personnel now.
Willis with the handoff, running up the middle, gains 1st down yardage and more inside the 4-yard line. 1st down and goal. 44 yards on 5 carries for Jared Willis.
I think he's already beat Kim's season.
Well, he's tied with him in touchdowns at least.
Maybe not for long.
As we are 4 yards away from the end zone, and Willis lined up in the backfield, and looks like a power run type formation. Everybody bunched together on the line of scrimmage. King will throw, swing route. Willis catches, fights his way through. Oh! And he's in.
It's a touchdown.
He was in. Another touchdown. 2 touchdowns for Willis. 1 through the air, 1 on the ground. Chicago, watch out. You got a rookie.
That's what Chicago's talking about. Willis again. Let's see. I thought he might have gone out of bounds here. Does he? It
depends on where that right foot is. I don't know if we'll see a challenge. So far, no, but that was close.
The ball was across the pylon out of bounds before his legs were out of bounds.
Wow.
So that's a great play by the rookie. He's one of the best rookie performances I've seen all season.
So J. Calvin Kim through 4 games, 1 touchdown. Jared Willis, not even 1 quarter, 2 touchdowns. Watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Don't go away.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
Andrews returns the ball up to the 32-yard line. Indianapolis offense really needs to see if they can get something going here. Already down 2 touchdowns in Chicago in the first quarter. And like you said earlier, Matt, this offense not really built for coming back from behind. You know, the two primary receivers on this team do have impressive stats, but 2nd down and 10 after a missed swing route to Swearingen.
Yeah, I mean, and you're playing into Chicago's wheelhouse now because actually no, Chicago's wheelhouse is, never mind, I split that, but still they have enough talent to get you into trouble. And like I say, Indy, I mean, they cannot not run the ball, but they got to get going.
Right.
Urgency.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 10. Pepper under center. Will hand the ball off to Swearingen. Immediately wrapped up in the backfield and tackled for a loss on the play.
Chicago team's playing out of their minds right now.
They're 1-3, and I think that they feel like they should still be at least 3-1. I don't think that this is a team that feels like they should have lost 3 games, and now with a little bit of fresh talent injected in on the offense, I think it's pumping up the whole team. Pepper, back to pass, 3rd down and 12, complete, but well short of the sticks. Another 3 and out, if I'm not mistaken. That is 3 drives, 3 and outs for the Indianapolis offense.
I don't want to punt back to Chicago. Now they.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to put the ball back in the hands of Jared Willis as he's taking his rookie debut and, no pun intended, running with it.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Well, there was no pun intended. That's why I said no pun intended.
Yeah, it was still in there.
Maybe there was a pun intended. Punt is away. Jesse Vick rethinking this whole punt return thing as he gets slammed down at the 30-yard line. Surprised they marked it up even that far. And E.T. King, Jared Willis, and friends will be back out on the field and see what they can do as we have 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
E.T. King's loving this. He's like, I got a new toy. He can run. I can throw him the ball. Just takes a lot of pressure off your quarterback when you get another weapon like that.
Indianapolis defense playing close to the line. 4 receivers set. King back to pass. Checks it down over the middle. Complete to Buchanan Simons. His second reception of the day brings up a 2nd down and 1.
What I'm starting to notice is Indy runs a lot of man coverage, and you got to have some. I mean, they do have a lot of secondary, but E.T. King is tearing this man coverage apart. And Chicago, with its 3 wide receiver tight end look, they're putting a lot of pressure on those corners and just straight man coverage.
Looks like we might see another dose of Jared Willis here. Another bunch set. King under center. King will throw. Swing route over to Willis. Gains first down yardage up to the 42-yard line. And that, I guess he stepped out of bounds. So we got 2 seconds left. One more play here in the first quarter.
The human first down machine. It wasn't for much, but hey, first down's a first down.
Absolutely. Taking a look at the chat. 31 people watching us right now. Appreciate everybody being here. Mastermind, Shan Varner, JC Torres, Jesse Vick, and Donger, all with us here today. And I'm going to welcome everybody into the broadcast booth with me here. I forgot to do that earlier. Sorry you didn't get to see my beautiful face, but here we are now.
I didn't understand it. I thought you were calling Shan Varner a mastermind.
No, not yet.
Mastermind.
Well, after, the signing of Jared Willis, maybe. Willis with a handoff. Short gain on this play up to the 44-yard line brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Didn't see an immediate hole, kind of stutter stepped and got what he could. It's okay, rookie. Just don't go backwards.
Indianapolis defense really looking to step up here on this drive. They definitely don't want to fall down by 3 scores. The Indianapolis offense definitely needs to get something going, but if the defense keeps allowing these touchdowns, it's not going to matter what the offense.
And again, they're right up on the line. Let's see what they do.
Willis with the handoff. Met and tackled. Thad Castle first to wrap him up and bring him down.
Now 3rd and 6 really opens up your playbook here. Besides the run, but you can throw a lot of different kind of pass combinations.
So 4 receivers set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. King in the gun. King to throw. Pressure coming. Dumps it down and incomplete. Intended receiver was Austin Matrullo. Well covered on the
he could
play.
have kept going.
And we will see. We'll see Malcolm Perrin on for the first time today to punt. Go ahead, Matt.
I was saying, did the corner bat that down? I couldn't tell.
I'm not sure. The camera cut to Easy Temple right after the play. He's a defensive tackle, but not quite sure. Easy Temple, 3 sacks on the season and tackle for a loss. I don't think he's really much in the pass game, though.
You never know. Even Sam Adams on the Bills picked off a Tom Brady pass for a touchdown.
Punt is away. Taken up to the 26-yard line. Looked like Zach Andrews might actually get a little something going on that one.
He got what he could.
Zach Andrews is actually injured on the play. I'll have to wait and see what happens there. Indianapolis defense can't really afford to lose anybody.
He wasn't like on his back in a fetal position, so I think he'll be okay.
Hey, he popped up, so maybe he just stubbed his toe. Tom Pepper in the gun on 1st down and 10. Out route left-hand side, hauled in for a 5-yard gain, completed to Dan Daly. Mentioned Daly earlier, 517 yards on the season on 38 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Pretty good numbers.
Yeah, and he's going to need all those numbers today, the way Chicago's been playing.
Well, yeah, and I mean they're going to need to use him more than we've seen so far. I mean, they've tried to get Swearingen going in the run game. Haven't gotten a lot of production out of that yet. Chicago defensive line shifting over perfectly to wrap up Swearingen in the backfield. Tackle for a loss.
That big number 71. Holy crap. I was watching the play on the outside. He just came out of nowhere to make that tackle. I didn't see it happen until right as it did.
Kevin Owens running in for the tackle for a loss, completely unblocked.
Kevin Owens.
Brings up a 3rd down and 8.
KO.
Swearingen, 5 rushing attempts for only 7 yards. Pepper back to pass, out route.
Oh, what
dropped.
a play.
Was it dropped or swatted away?
I thought 28 swatted it away.
Well,
that's not a good.
Yet another 3 and out. So we'll see the Indianapolis punting unit back out on the field, and it'll be once again up to the defense to try to put another stop to the Chicago offense. Doing a good job on the last drive, forcing Chicago to punt, but the offense still unable to get anything going. Ball fielded back at the 35-yard line. Sidesteps a tackle, gets up to the 41. I think he finally learned how to avoid getting pummeled on the punts.
Well, he still got pummeled. He just sidestepped and then got pummeled.
He didn't get immediately pummeled.
No, he's learning.
So 1st down and 10 for Chicago from their own 41-yard line. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. 3 receiver set, I formation in the backfield. King back to pass. Going deep down the right sideline. Hauled in by Corey Carter for about a 9.9 yard gain. 2nd down and inches from just about midfield.
Indy sent a blitz there, and no pressure got there. So King was like, cruise the field like, yep, there you go. Ooh.
Challenging. Yeah, I'm not sure this is a good challenge. It looked to me like he had 1 foot in bounds, which
it's
is all
rep
you
62.
need on the field
You
to
never
play.
know. Just ask Andy Hamilton about rep 62. Let's see.
Well, it's not Andy's game, and this isn't Stevens, so he'll be fine. Oh, yeah. His left foot was in. That's the way I see it.
The laces were in.
The laces were in.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was
Well,
made.
62 strikes again.
Strikes again. Ruling on the field is overturned.
Second down.
So that negates Corey Carter's 3rd reception of the day. Back down to 2 for him.
I think Cam keeps 62 in the league just to mess us up.
Just to keep things interesting.
It's like, I hate 62. Here's $20 next week.
So they'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Full house set, Matt's favorite set. King back to throw. Swinger out over to Willis. He gains 5 and is pummeled by Paul Connolly.
Ooh, the rookie's like, I don't know about that yet. I'm still getting used to this. State college ball, boys. This is the SFL. We hit hard.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. 3 receivers set. King in the gun. King to throw. Pressure coming. Safety blitz, I believe, and he is brought down for a sack. Sacked on the play by Easy Temple, his 4th sack of the season.
When you send that blitz, and Chicago actually had max protect, but that helps a guy like Easy Temple one-on-one just bull rush through and get a nice sack there. So good stop by the Indy defense. It seemed to be stabilizing, but now the offense needs to get something going.
Well, they've adapted, I think. They figured out, it's tough when you bring in a brand new rookie. There's no film to watch. There's no game planning when you have a rookie running back that just comes in mid-season. So took them a couple of drives. Maybe they've adapted. Maybe they've adjusted. But now it's time for the Indianapolis offense to get going.
Oh! Flag in the NFL, but never in the SFL, boys. That's why we love the SFL. Pepper's like, dang, that hurt. And I wasn't even involved in that.
That just hurt to watch.
Yeah. Red tent moment, number 1.
So Tom Pepper, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that...
more concussion jokes?
Yeah, more concussion jokes.
Tom Pepper under center here on 1st down, hands the ball off to Swearingen. Running along the right-hand side, spins his way up to the 29-yard line for a 3-yard gain. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Ooh, tackled on the play by Bobby Boucher Jr.
Little Boucher. He's like 2 feet tall.
Baby Boucher. He's a little taller than 2 feet. Hang on, I've got that information. Where is... He's 6'1", Matt.
I think he's about the same. Well, he's a little bit tall.
Swearingen takes the handoff, spins, wrapped up and tackled by Dylan Rowland. As we take a look at the running back comparison, not exactly comparable right now.
Yeah, they've shut down Swearingen really well and forcing Pepper to throw, and he's not had much luck. His passes have either been incomplete or short of the sticks.
Indianapolis still looking for their first down of the day, and Swearingen spins. That's not even Swearingen, but they finally get their first down up to the 49-yard line. Excuse me, 38-yard line, run by number 49. It's the fullback, Frank Castle. They hand it off to the fullback, and he got a nice run. Totally threw me off.
Well, he's beaten Swearingen almost at this point, so we want to dial that play up one more time a little later in the game.
Swearingen, 7 rushes on the day, only 13 yards. Fullback's already got 5. Pepper back to throw. Tosses it down to Swearingen. Can't gain much. They spot him a 1-yard gain.
Ouch.
And Zach Andrews will be done for the day. They estimated 5 weeks, but I have full confidence in the SFL doctors that they will get him ready to go.
You ever seen Varsity Blues? Wink, wink.
7.
Little injection, he'll be good to go.
Swearingen with the handoff, hit in the backfield, but is able to scoot his way up to the 43-yard line. Will bring up a 3rd down and 4. And Matt, that could be, a problem for this Indianapolis defense. They invest heavily in their secondary. They have 5 defensive backs. And
now they have the normal 4.
Now they one would think they still have 4, but now, one of the backup strong safeties will have to come in and try to help out too. As Swearingen takes the handoff on the right-hand side and cannot get another first down. Stopped right back at the line of scrimmage, brings up a 4th down and 4.
Yeah, I don't know if Ashley Rose Finch is the starting free safety or the slot safety, but that's going to take a little bit of adjustment there.
As we take a look at Jesse Vick back to receive this punt. Punt is away. Vick takes it back at the 20-yard line, spins his way up to the 25. 4 minutes, 46 seconds to go here in the first half. E.T. King and Jared Willis, Corey Carter, Buchanan Simons, J.C. Torres, Shan Varner coming back out onto the field, as well as the Indianapolis defense. What's left of them.
Yeah, like I said, a little bit of that advantage has been chipped away, and now I'm not sure where Finch is, but she's probably been moved.
Indianapolis defensive line shifting appropriately. Wraps up Willis for only a 1-yard gain. That was Ashley Rose Finch right on cue, Matt.
Yep, so they kept her down like your boy Jeffrey, and made a nice tackle there.
Clint Hendershot in the chat asking if the Indianapolis offense has passed the 50-yard line yet. I don't think so, Matt. I don't remember them being in Chicago territory at all. Willis, no gain on another rush to bring up a 3rd down and 10. And Matt, do you think the Indianapolis defense did adjust to what this rookie running back is trying to do?
Yeah, they partially assimilated the Chicago playbook and are keying in on some of those runs.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10. Willis is going to sit this one out as they go 5 wide. 4 receivers, 1 tight end. Can't leave out Shan. King back to pass, out route to the right-hand side. Boinks out of the hands of Austin Matrullo, his 2nd drop of the day. Had a nice catch earlier, but that one was not to be. It would have been short of the sticks anyway, and I think his momentum would have carried him out of bounds. Brings up a 4th down and 10, and for the 3rd drive in a row, the Indianapolis defense has stepped up.
Yeah.
And now they're staring over at Tom Pepper on the sideline saying, okay, help us out. We helped you out. Let's get some points on the board.
Should have pretty good field position here.
I was just going to say Malcolm Perrin back at his own 10, punts it away from the 14. Fair catch called for at the 36-yard line.
It's decent position. 4 yards from the 40. My math's correct. I think it's right this time for once.
Math is hard, Matt. It's okay.
I failed course 2 three times in the Regents exam. Thanks, New York State.
You're still here.
I love my bachelor's degree, so haha on them.
There you go. You got the last laugh. Tom Pepper under center. Swearingen lined up in the backfield. Swearingen gets the short pass into space, gains 9. Up to the 45-yard line, brings up a 2nd down and 1. And Matt, when the run game doesn't work, is that something as a quarterback, like an adjustment you might suggest to the offensive coordinator and say, hey, listen, we need to get our back involved. Let me just throw him some swing routes, some check downs, get him open.
Well, if they're keying on the run, especially on those first 2 downs, yeah, can help loosen up the defense a little bit. And they're really loose right now.
Pepper hands the ball off to Swearingen, almost able to cross midfield up to the 49-yard line. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half.
You looked at that set. Chicago was playing way off, so did its job. Now let's see what Indy can do with a fresh set of downs. They're almost at the 50 now.
2 receiver set. Pepper under center. Pepper will throw. Across midfield, complete up to the Chicago 39-yard line. Clint Hendershot, yes, they have gotten past the 50 just now. Pass was hauled in by Eli McCormick.
Nice little slant. 2 hands for safety. Yeah, they're playing a soft zone, and Pepper did a good job finding that little hole and throwing it in between 2 defenders.
AJ Barnes.
Those are the kind of passes they need to keep picking up. These out routes haven't worked for them so far.
Pepper, swing route over to Swearingen, wrapped up at the line, brought down by Dylan Rowland. AJ Barnes and Dylan Rowland combined for that last tackle as well. Rowland with another. Brings us to the 2-minute warning. Dylan Rowland, 35 tackles on the season, 5 tackles for a loss. Make that 6 now.
See James Richards on the sideline? I think he was swearing.
Well, he's not too happy with the offensive performance so far. The 2-minute warning, first time inside the 40-yard line of your opponent. Pepper will hand the ball off to Swearingen, runs straight into Rowland.
And yeah, Chicago might not have the most stacked defense, but they do have the basics covered, and they have 2 very good linebackers, and that could stifle a lot of, especially your inside run game.
As we take a look at Dylan Rowland right there, also Clint Hendershot. Matt, some of the hits he was making against Queen City were just violent, just absolutely violent. Haven't seen really many of them today. Pepper under pressure, wrapped up. Pass is going to be incomplete.
Trying to get too complicated. Play action.
Play action, then a pump fake.
Yeah, too much time. Pepper's clock's got to be like, I got to look quick and just throw it or get rid of it. I guess he tried to get rid of it, but it's just the play just didn't develop, and now you've given up a nice opportunity here for a field goal, and now you got to punt it. Let's see if they can pin him inside the 5.
Well, they should be able to. Ryan Quaid on the punt for the Red Devils. I mean, when you're punting from basically midfield, if your punter's any good at all, he should be able to drop it right down inside the 10. And there you go. All the way down at the 4-yard line.
Look at that backspin.
Minute 23 to go. 3 timeouts for the Chicago Wildcats. E.T. King is going to have his work cut out for him, but he's got the weapons to do it, Matt. We've mentioned these 3 receivers multiple times. Tight end Shan Varner not actually used all that much in the passing game. You know, he's got 54 yards on 7 receptions.
He wanted to get his name on the back of a jersey. That's a lot easier.
54 yards on 7 receptions on the season. 1 catch today for 9 yards.
He's even out on this play.
Ball is handed off to Jared Willis, trying to see if he can get something going here. Brings up a 2nd down and 5 after a 5-yard gain. And Chicago in no particular hurry here. Does that surprise you at all, or just let this one run?
I'm perfectly happy to go into the half up 14-0. The way the Indies offense performed, it's like I've got a 5-touchdown lead.
Yeah, I guess you can't. Ouch.
You don't want to take a safety or a pick 6. That just changes this game too much. when you've only won one game all season, you've got to be a little conservative with a big lead.
Willis with a handoff on second down, 3-yard gain up to the 13-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and 2. And unless Indianapolis calls a timeout here, one more run play, and that could be the end of the first half.
You got to learn how to walk before you can run.
That's right. King letting the clock tick down here. Looks like they're content to run this one out. Willis runs straight up the middle, and maybe now we'll see a timeout. Nope. They're just going to let this one roll. But another big gain for Jared Willis, the rookie, with one heck of a first-half debut, accounting for both the touchdowns so far today.
Yeah, he has just been 56 yards or 70 yards on the half. That's insane.
Red Devils nothing, Wildcats 14 here at the half. We will be back after halftime. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Thunderdome in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago 14, Indianapolis nothing. Matt, what do you think of Jared Willis in his first half debut?
One of the best rookie debuts I've seen in a long time. He's got 74 yards at the half, and he's looking for more. I'm sure they're going to keep feeding him.
So I'm interested to see if Jesse Vick or Corey Carter takes this kickoff return from the 10-yard line. It is returned by Carter. And the reason I bring that up, he's a dangerous kick returner. Already has 2 kick returns for touchdowns on the season. So with a 14-point lead already, putting the ball in the hands of Corey Carter as a kick return man, could always see lightning strike there too.
You don't see that very often in the SFL. Usually teams have a dedicated punt and kickoff returner, but Chicago splits it up. Although it's not a bad idea because, you risk injury. Yeah. So that way you split it up.
As we already saw one injury today. So King in the gun, Willis sitting out for the first play. And it is a pump fake and pass complete all the way up to the 45-yard line. And I lied. Willis was split out as a wide receiver. They're using him everywhere they can find.
The rookie just balling out. Look at this. I thought he was playing. Look at this. Look at it. Oof. Just cutting across on a linebacker who's too slow, and E.T. King's like, oh, there's my boy.
Well, it's a mismatch, and they took advantage of it.
That's nice some smart game planning by Mr. Shan Varner, especially with Indy down a high-paid safety.
3 receiver set here on first down and 10. Ball is handed off to Willis. Runs straight up the middle. Wrapped up and tackled after a 3-yard gain.
Trying to wear out this poor kid. It's just like anytime you're in the game, you're going to get the ball. Okay.
Well, they want to get their money's worth. When you replace a guy like J. Calvin Kim, they want to see something happen.
Well, I think he's close to matching Kim's production on the season, like I said before. If it keeps going the way this is, he just might do it.
3 receivers split out wide to the right. Willis with the handoff, runs up the middle, almost gains a first down. I thought he actually had first down yardage. Thad Castle in on the tackle.
The old Star Fox barrel roll for the first, but not quite. I think we know where the ball. I think everyone in the stadium knows where this ball is going on 3rd and inches. If Indy doesn't, shame on them.
3rd and inches. I think I'd be playing close to the line here.
James Klein, if they don't stop this, might lose the last hair on his head.
Is there still one left?
I think so. on closer inspection.
King hands the ball off to Willis. Oh, he stopped behind the line, but then punches his way through. Tackled on the play by Blake Craze, but not before another Chicago first down.
Well, they played it well, but, I mean, Willis was just better. Got skinny, got through, and got the first down, and his defense has got to be huffing and puffing a bit.
Willis hands it off again. Thad Castle tackles him again, this time only a 1-yard gain.
That's one of those welcome to the league tackles right there. So that's feel it. He's 96 yards. He almost has 100 yards. And, we still got majority of the third to go. And
Thad Castle, 24 tackles on the season so far, 1 tackle for a loss. Adding a couple more onto his stat line today. I formation here on 2nd down and 9. Ball is handed off to Willis. Wrapped up by Blake Craze right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You have this little gamesmanship by Chicago. They're like, well, we don't mind if this drive takes forever. We just don't want to turn the ball over and give you guys a defensive turnover.
Yeah, absolutely.
Show us you can score.
E.T. King, 930 yards on the season, 7 touchdowns and 8 picks. Definitely don't want to add to that pick total today. Austin Matrullo making up for his drops earlier. Catches that one up to the 25-yard line. Brings up a first down and 10.
How big is Austin Matrullo? He looks like a little Wes Welker type.
He's 6 foot, 185 pounds for Matrullo.
He's a little below average size. He looks like a thin little man. But he's making plays. And, again, that man defense, Matrullo is just saying, well, I'm on your 4th corner. I can just eat him for breakfast.
Oh, he's only 6 foot tall, 185 pounds. I've had sandwiches that are bigger than Matrullo. King in the gun here on first. Yeah, I know. I love sandwiches. Depends on the sandwich, but that's a different conversation for a different day. King takes the snap. Pressure coming, dumps it down to the right. Left. Left and right is hard. Shan Varner, his 2nd reception on the day, like his 9th reception on the season.
Smart play by King. Blitz was coming. Just get rid of that ball. And I guess Scott LaRue is missing the wood paneling. I don't know. We got.
I added a beautiful SFL logo behind me, and Scott wants to know where the wood paneling went. 5 receivers set here on 2nd down and 7. King back to pass. Sidestepping, throws it to Matrullo again. Drops the ball. This is they're going to mark that as his 2nd drop. One of them must have been swatted away. I counted 3 drops. He's been targeted 5 times, only has 2 receptions.
I guess that's Chicago's plan. Make Matrullo beat us. But
what I wonder though is, Shan Varner is masterfully using Jared Willis, the halfback, but they keep throwing to Matrullo. Meanwhile, they have Corey Carter, Buchanan Simons, and J.C. Torres, highly paid receivers. Another 5 receiver set here. E.T. King in the gun, going into almost the end zone, and is complete up to the 8-yard line. I thought that was going a little deeper. Corey Carter with the reception will bring up a first down and goal. And see, that's what you got to do. You got to throw. You got 3 high-paid receivers here.
It's not Shan's fault. It's King's got to know where to throw it. All Shan can do is put the plays in. King has to execute.
Stop putting Matrullo out there. Listen,
what do you got?
Well, this is what the side I would run. I'd put Corey Carter, Buchanan Simons, J.C. Torres, and Shan Varner out there, and then Jared Willis in the backfield, and tell that fullback to go, I don't know, do something else. Willis is apparently tired because that's not Willis. That's Enrico Bovino. Bovino?
I think we've seen him before. The Spanish cattle, Bovino.
the Bovino, that's right. I forgot him from last week.
It's Tiberius Bovine's Spanish cousin, Bovino.
Scott LaRue wants a wood-paneled SFL logo. I will, if you do stats for us next week, I will have a wood-paneled SFL logo. King, passing into the end zone, batted away, incomplete. Buchanan Simons was the intended target. Von Sanook with the coverage. Pass defense.
Trying to beat him on the fade, and not happening there.
Von Sanook, an undrafted rookie. If you have an undrafted rookie corner, the one thing that you could ask for out of him that would be the ultimate in production is a pick 6, and he has a pick 6 on the season already. King in the gun here on 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. King to pass, throwing to the left corner of the end zone, complete for the touchdown.
Oof. And it's a mustard on it.
Guess who, Matt? Austin Matrullo. making up for his
Mike,
pair drops. Fine,
you
keep
can't
him
make
out
fun
there.
of Yeah, you can't make fun of Matrullo anymore. He just made you eat your words. Shan's not that fast. He couldn't make that play. You know he's had about 7 hamburgers by now on the sidelines.
Deep dish pizzas, isn't that Chicago?
Well, Shan doesn't care what you put in front of him. It's going in his mouth.
If it's food, he'll eat it. If it's not food,
He might eat it.
he'll eat it. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
So Chicago up 21-0 here. 5 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in the DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are hashtag Loading Legends in the SFL.
Clint Hendershot taking away all your fun, Matt. They're saying that it's Bovino, not Bovino.
I can call him whatever I want, okay? He's one of my burger boys. I'm renaming him so that way he, he's going to get more deals. I can.
I don't think it works
I have
that
ultimate
way.
Power.
Alan Washington, I believe, had the kicker turn there.
If they don't have a high-paid contract, then I can name them whatever I want, as long as it's not dumb and it fits within their name.
That's not how it works. Tom Pepper back to pass, throws it over to the left-hand side to Swearingen. Gains some yardage, and I still maintain that that's what they need to do. 5 receptions for Swearingen, 16 yards.
What they need to do is push the ball down the field in a hurry.
You're right. I guess
times.
what I mean is if they're going to get Swearingen involved, then that's probably how to do it at this point, because he's just not quite getting it done in the run game. Swearingen, 11 carries for only 22 yards. Pepper will hand the ball off on a delayed handoff to Swearingen, trying to prove me wrong as he gains a first down up to the 38-yard line.
Well, there's a play out of the old playbook you don't see often. Usually in the SFL, it's all about the quick traps, quick gives, and that was a little delay. I think that caught Chicago and me completely off guard. And it's okay, Clint. Just, follow my lead. I can call players whatever I want.
First down and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That aren't contracted.
Oh, hit in the backfield, breaking a few tackles and running all the way up to the 42-yard line. Somehow gained 5 when it should have been a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, Swearingen's had enough, and he's not going to take it anymore. About time.
Let's go.
Pulling up score stream here on my phone. Taking a look at some scores from around the league. Blue Tiger in the chat just mentioned Queen City scored again. Queen City at home hosting St. Louis, up 30-3 over the Gladiators today. Denver is at Vancouver. That game is in the third quarter. Game is tied 7-7.
Oh, there's hope.
Download the ScoreStream app for iPhone or Android. Get your scores live on your phone, just like I did. Because I'm fancy. 3rd down and 4. Swearingen takes the handoff, trying to get the first down, and does. Gets it all the way up to midfield. 1st down and 10 for the Red Devils.
Looks like Swearingen's using his height and this bulk and just running up the middle and not. I mean, look at this. Look at that. He's not the fastest man, but look at him extend. When you're 6'1", 240 pounds, you use all that frame, boy. Don't go side to side. Just hit. Find the hole and hit it hard.
I mean, Dylan Rowland is no pushover at linebacker. He wrapped him up and just ran right through him. Dylan Rowland, 6'2", 250.
Ooh.
And he just plowed right through him like he was nothing. Swearingen takes the handoff on 1st down, gains only a yard, brings up a 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, I might have given him a break on that one. I might have tried to catch Chicago napping and runs. You're going to run play action. That was the time.
So we take a look at Rowland. Red Devils offense desperately needing to get something going on this drive. Swearingen with the handoff, can't get away. There's Rowland. Only another 1-yard gain, brings up a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, but they've run him 4 straight times, and he's a fresh Swearingen gets 12 yards. A tired Swearingen, that's what happens.
Now, Dan Daly and Eli McCormick, heavily targeted receivers, 38 and 36 receptions on the season for each of them so far this season. So far, only 3 targets for Daly and 2 targets for McCormick.
Oh, my Lord.
That ball was to absolutely nobody and brings up a 4th down and 8.
Whew.
The Red Devils offense is just all sorts of out of sync today.
The defense doesn't look too much better. And I don't mean to rag on anybody, but, man, you got to... What the heck? We got an offsides?
Penalty. I believe Chicago jumped off sides, which won't totally matter. It was 4th down and 8, so to bring up a 4th down and 3, still not in field goal range. And Matt, you'll remember last week Chicago's defense kind of fell apart with the penalties. They were jumping off sides constantly, and it was bad. I feel like it definitely helped lead to costing them the game against Queen City. That's their first penalty today, and the offense is humming. So, you know, it looks like they got it cleaned up a little, but, you know, you can't implode now.
I don't think it's happening, honestly. I haven't seen a play out of the Red Devils that has any kind of ability to move them past 10 yards.
Punt is away. Taken back at the 10-yard line. And gets it up to the 13. Taking a look at Indianapolis, you know, their offense is ranked 15th in the league, and out of 21 teams, you know, that puts them relatively low. They're averaging only 17 points a game. Obviously, today's not going to help. The defense is averaging 21 points allowed in Indy, and obviously that's how many Chicago's put on the board, and we still have a full quarter and 2.5 minutes to go. ZT King throws it over to Willis, gains a couple yards before he is tackled. Wrapped up by Thad Castle after a 3-yard game, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
There's a little bit of the rookie show, and I would have liked to see him bounce, keep this clock running. I know it's the 3rd quarter, but you just want to shorten those possessions for Indianapolis as much as you can now. You're up 21-0. To me, that's a very safe lead with the way Indy's been playing so far, and just keep getting first downs, keep turning that clock.
King under center here on 2nd down and 7, hands the ball off to Willis, trying to break a tackle, but he's wrapped up by Ashley Rose Finch in the backfield. Can't get away. 3rd down and 8.
So now I assume Chicago's going to air it out, but, you know, I'd be really careful here. You don't want to give Indy a pick 6 and then this game gets flipped on its head.
E.T. King with 8 interceptions on the season so far. Not looking to add to that total. Under pressure, sidesteps the sack, hit as he throws, and almost intercepted as Blake Craze was back in pass coverage. He actually does have a pick on the season. I mentioned that earlier. Not able to haul that one in, but amazing pass defense for the outside linebacker.
Yeah, he's a little crazy on that play. So they almost did what they didn't want to do, throw a pick. So
yeah, that was almost a commentator's curse. Oops.
They didn't run much time off the clock either.
Right.
So the Indy's right where they want to be. They're going to get the ball at the 50, I would assume. Let's see. I'm going to guess the 49.
Perrin punting from his goal line up to about the 47, and they almost make it up to where Matt called it. 48-yard line for the Indianapolis offense. Tom Pepper desperately needing to get something going here today. 9 of 14 for 44 yards, averaging 64% completion percentage. He has no interceptions. I mean, it's 64% completion percentage isn't bad. Honestly, I don't think that's enough pass attempts. I mean, only 14 pass attempts. We're almost done with the 3rd quarter. You got to throw the ball. Even King has 26 pass attempts, and that's with Willis running like crazy. Swearingen takes the handoff on 1st down, gains a yard up to the 49-yard line, and brings up a 2nd down and 9.
Hulk smash. I know header shots in the chat.
You got to say that with a little more enthusiasm.
When he pops somebody, I'll say it, but that was just kind of a Hulk. More of a Hulk smash. You gotta get me excited.
That just sounded sad.
That
was the most depressing Hulk smash I've ever heard in my life. Pepper hands the ball
What are
off
they
in
doing?
the gun. Ugh, shotgun draw play to Swearingen.
There you go. There's a Hulk smash for you.
40 yards on 19 carries as he just
Hendershot
lost
read that like
a few
a
there.
freaking book. And this is where you don't want to be. 3rd and 13 for the Indy offense. Do they have a pass play of over 13 yards? We're about to hopefully find out.
Crowd here in Chicago on their feet. Pepper back to throw, has time, and throws it massively behind the line of scrimmage, and yet again tackled for a loss on the play, and Indianapolis' offense just looks lost today. Absolutely lost.
I don't know. They might not have enough tools on the offensive side of the ball. And on the offseason, they might have to consider switching some people around.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Your score, Red Devils 0, Chicago 21. You're watching the SFL on YouTube, presented by APN Music.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
Yeah, poor James Klein sat on the sidelines. His offense has just escaped him. You know, and I'm not calling out anybody in particular, but when you only have 2 key receivers and a halfback, and your halfback isn't doing anything, it doesn't leave you with much offense.
King under center here on first down from the Chicago 22-yard line. Hands the ball off to Willis, runs over to the right-hand side, can gain only a yard. Is wrapped up and tackled by Thad Castle again. Castle significantly adding to his tackle total.
You know, and I think Indy kind of knows what's coming. You know, and plus a rookie is hitting his second half bump. You're kind of tired. You haven't really gotten used to the SFL flow yet. But, you know, he did what he had to do in the first quarter and half to give his team a lead here.
As Willis takes his 20th handoff of the day, runs it only back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a third down and 9.
Did you see that?
No.
E.T. King wanted to help him up. Willis is like, no, man.
Just wanted to stay down.
No, just give me a sec.
Just let me sit. Let me sit and get used to being crushed. 4 receiver set here on third down and 9. King back to pass. Quick throw over the middle to Corey Carter, complete. Gets another Chicago first down up to the 34-yard line.
That's what's lacking in Indy's pass game. You see that nice
quick strike, yeah, just quick little
strike.
pass.
It wasn't for a huge amount, but you know, you get 12 yards, and
you don't need it to be a huge amount, right? I mean, if you could get 5 yards per pass play, you'd be getting a first down every 3 throws. Actually, every 2 throws. Math is hard. Gosh.
Madden.
King back to throw. Willis doing a little spin behind the line, still somehow gains 2 yards. Thad Castle just chasing him down again.
But tick, tick, tick goes the clock. Those possessions are just bleeding away for Indy.
Score stream scoring updates. Denver Nightwings take the lead in the third quarter over Vancouver, 10-7. Queen City now up 38-3 over the St. Louis Gladiators. Willis runs straight into, guess who? Thad Castle, right in the middle of the field. 89 yards and a rushing touchdown.
Willis has to know that castles are made of stone. They're hard to break through.
Brings up a third down and 4. King under center, 3 receivers to his right. Hands the ball off to Willis and wrapped up and tackled for a loss on the play.
That was
bursting through the line. Brian Dagger.
I think he took his waist and his legs with him at the same time. You're not getting away. So again, the defense steps up.
So we'll see another Chicago punt as Indianapolis tries to block it. Comes up short. Punt hauled in back at the 24-yard line. 2-yard return on the play. Clint Hendershot. If there's a Willis, there's a way. I like it. So first down and 10 for Indianapolis, and with just under 8 minutes to go here in the ball game, it's kind of do or die. I mean, they need to get a touchdown on this drive, or this game's probably going to be out of reach. Swearingen with the handoff, jukes a defender, gains 5 up to the 32-yard line. Brings up a second down and 5, but the clock is
That's
running.
not going to do it.
No, it's time
they
to go to the
gotta
sky.
bounce
I mean,
that out.
yeah. I know it would be obvious, but you just got to throw the ball.
Yeah, you do. But again, this set doesn't show much promise as a throwing set.
Pepper handing the ball off to Swearingen, running along the left-hand side, finally getting some room and a first down up to the 37-yard line, wrapped up by Jesse Vick. But again,
nice job. I thought that was
running.
going a lot longer. Take a look at this off-tackle run. One of the SFL staples. Look at this. I love this tackle. Watch him just stop his momentum right there and said, yep, you're not getting any further than that.
That is far enough.
And that's running the clock. And they got 8 yards. They got the first down, but this is not a one-possession game. It's a 3-touchdown deficit. So you need more than that.
So first down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Ball is handed off to Swearingen again. And I guess I'm just shocked overall. I mean, maybe Indianapolis has already gone into, all right, let's just get out of this game without any more injuries, and it's over. But 14 pass attempts for Tom Pepper. That's it.
Yeah. I would.
I don't get it.
Almost double that for me, but I mean, there's a pass attempt.
Checks it down behind the line of scrimmage to bring up a third down and 12. I mean, Pepper is not a shy quarterback at throwing. I mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, he's got over 1,100 yards, 1,140 yards on the season before, coming into today's game, 6 touchdowns, 6 picks, 77% completion percentage. So he's a good, accurate quarterback. Free agent acquisition by the Red Devils coming over from Vancouver in the offseason, and just not being utilized today. It's an interesting game plan. I guess they thought they could get something going on the ground.
There you go.
Now we have a completion to Eli McCormick over the middle, crossing midfield. The 6'5" McCormick.
Yeah, I mean, Tallahassee does well enough with their 2 wide receivers, so you think they could get something going here, as it's a nice little inside move.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just that easy.
Just like that, McCormick doubles his yardage total. Had 16 on the day, now up to 35. And yes, I know that's a little more than doubling, but, keep it simple. 3 receiver set here on first down and 10 inside Chicago 45-yard line.
Oh, my Lord.
The ball is handed off, and I don't think he actually wanted to take that handoff because
was that Kevin Owens again? It was. Good old KO. Once a WWE wrestler, now in the SFL. He pulls double duty.
Clint Hendershot calling out in the chat that Queen City was able to run on Chicago last week, and maybe that's why Indianapolis is kind of keying in on the run today. We see another handoff to Swearingen.
Oh.
Obviously, there was some changes made as you see a gentle Hulk smash there by Hendershot. And a no-huddle offense. Pepper to throw on third down and 10. Throwing it, into coverage, but somehow hauled in and complete
That's
for
a
a first
fullback?
down. No, I think
That's
that
a
was
tight
number
end.
84, which is Lindsey Walker, tight end. Pepper checks it down to Swearingen, spins to the line of scrimmage, avoiding a tackle, gains 4.
Again, that's fine for if you're 2-minute drive down to score, but you got to take a bigger shot.
Blake Hamrick attempting the tackle there and missing. Short pass over the middle, complete for a gain of about 2, brings up a third down and 3. Pepper to throw. Throwing over to the left-hand side. Oh, dangerous play. Pass was intended for Dan Daly, but I think the Wildcat defender had a better shot at that than Daly did.
He had a couple of guys open underneath, and he got tunnel vision there. Maybe there was a little bit of pressure. I don't know, but maybe he got hyped up in the moment, just trying to get rid of the ball. But, settle down, Tom. Settle down. All right, now they're in a better pass. Not great, but a better situation.
3 receiver set here on 4th down and 3. A little shovel pass complete for first down yardage. Utilizing the fullback, Joe McElroy. Pepper throws it to McElroy behind the line of scrimmage. Gains 2, brings up a 2nd down and 8.
Should have stepped out when he had the chance.
Yeah, I think we should throw it to one of the receivers. I mean, yeah, he's caught the passes, but Pepper going deep. Complete.
There you go.
Down to the 1-yard line, hauled in by Dan Daly. Leading receiver on the Indianapolis offense. Pepper throws, hauled in by the fullback, tackled at the 4-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play.
That's not what you want to see on.
Hashtag throw it to a receiver or run it. Pepper to pass, sacked on the play. Back to the 10s, loss of 9 after getting a first down and goal from the 1. Pepper play action, throwing it down to the 8-yard line. Complete to Frank Castle. Actually, Frank Castle is the fullback. Joe McElroy is the backup running back. Swearingen must have been tired as they went into that no-huddle series. Brings up a 4th down and goal from the Chicago 7. 2.5 to go here in the ball game. Probably too late for any kind of comeback, but it will start now if there's anything at all. Any chance at all comes down to this play. Pepper to throw to the corner. Complete, but he steps out of bounds.
Lordy. The out route.
Jimmy Church. Jinx.
Not one of the wide receivers.
Not one of the aforementioned wide receivers. The 5'9", 185-pound Jimmy Church catches the ball, can't turn upfield.
If he was 2 inches taller, he might have had a touchdown.
Steps out at the 1-inch line. And Chicago dangerously backed up against their old goal line, but with a 21-point lead here with 2:24 to go in the ball game. Not a huge concern. King to throw, and he is safety. Safety on the play by Easy Temple. That'll be his 5th sack and first safety on the season.
Shutout off the table. Mexico City still the only team with a shutout this season.
You just had to throw that out there, didn't you?
Well, yeah. All right. Now Indy needs a return for a touchdown right here.
That certainly would not hurt. Taken from the 25-yard line, scooting his way up to the 45, 46-yard line.
His old man. Yeah, I thought he had a shot there, but risk just didn't want to take the risk of scoring. I don't know. Got to watch your own lineman.
So Indianapolis will get another shot at this, but speaking of shots, I think they need to take a deep shot downfield now. Pepper needs to be in the gun.
Yeah. He at least needs to have 4 wides or 3 wides on that tight end.
He's got 3. Yeah, he's got 3.
And a tight end. You need to have all your weapons out there.
Pepper to throw, checks it down to Swearingen. Spins, avoiding a tackle. Gains 3. 2nd down and 7 from just shy of midfield. As Indianapolis hurries back to the line. Can't get the snap off before the 2-minute warning. 21-2 here with 2 minutes to go in the ballgame. Coming up next, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, head over to Twitch, Rivalry Night. San Francisco Sharks are going to head to Alaska, right into the eye to face the Storm. Chris Curtis and Ramos Lynn on the call. Alaska looking every bit like the champion they were last season. Pepper throws it, complete. Gains first down yardage up to the Chicago 40-yard line.
This game has just flown by.
Yeah, we're going to get done early. I wonder if we get paid for the whole game. Oh, wait, we don't get paid. Yeah, guess it doesn't matter then. At least I get to go eat dinner earlier.
Got some tacos.
What are we having? No tacos tonight. Deep dish pizza, Matt. We're in Chicago. Swearingen gets the reception. up to the 32-yard line, brings up a 2nd down and 2.
Is Shan in the house? And anybody from Chicago, tell us the best Chicago-style pizza place.
We need the best pizza place in Chicago, please.
Oh,
the pass is somehow caught on the 3rd try, running down the sideline. It gets all the way up to the 18. That was interesting.
I think that's Indy's best play of the game. Yes. Frank Castle, the old fullback. Look at this. Boing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there you go. And look at him thunder down the sidelines. 1, 2, 3, 4 times the charm.
Some scoring updates provided in the chat by the league.
By God, a.k.a. the commissioner.
Or Andy. Probably Killish. Queen City up 52-3. My God. Vancouver
someone needs to get
reclaiming
St.
the lead.
Louis body bags.
That's a painful. Wow. Pepper back to pass. Stepping over to the right. Has time. Throws it back to the left. Complete.
Ow.
Hawk smash. No gain on the play. Now they'll spot him a yard. 2nd down and 9. Pepper back to throw. Ooh, almost intercepted. Passing over to the right side of the field. Bring up a 3rd down and 9 from the Chicago 17-yard line. Minute 16 to go here in the game. Tomorrow night, Fan Night Game of the Week kicks off at 7 p.m. Central as the 2-3 Las Vegas Fury head to Mexico City to face Matt, myself, and the rest of the 3-1 Aztecs. Cameron Irvine and Stephen Mollinex pair up again for what will surely be another fantastic call.
If we win.
Pepper throws complete to the 5-yard line. Dan Daly with the reception.
Pizza Studio is going to Shan. I'll take his word for it.
Pizza Studios. Let's do it. Pepper to throw. Complete. Oh! Drops. Ouch. Painful. We're finally seeing the passing attack get going. John
That's what we saw.
Hamill.
Doing
6 foot tall, 199-pound Hamill.
You get
quick slant.
Wait, Pizza Studios got removed? What happened, Shan?
The message was retracted. I guess he has second thoughts about Pizza Studios.
No. It's all right.
Christian Punt says the pizza in Chicago isn't pizza, it's a brick. As long as it's an edible, delicious brick, I'll eat it. Clearly, Shan's eating it. According to Matt, I'm not taking shots. Swearingen with the reception. Can't spin away from the tacklers. 3rd down and goal from the Chicago 4. Pepper throws. Swearingen complete, and Swearingen into the end zone for the touchdown and a late hit on the play.
Finally a score.
They already had 2.
Late hit, number 23, defense. Out the distance to the goal.
So Brandon Veasley, one of the backup cornerbacks, flagged for the personal foul. Doesn't really matter at this point. As we see Roman Pena come onto the field for the Red Devils for the extra point try. Would you go for 2 and try for the onside kick and see if you can
I
do
would just try to
anything?
get as many points as I can. I don't know math. I just want points.
I don't know what the official go for 2 card says here when you're down 21-8 with 40 seconds to go. But I think I need my points. Kick is up and through. 21-9, your score here with 40 seconds left. We should see an onside kick attempt from the Red Devils. Matt will fill up on pizza, head back down to Mexico City, and get ready for our game tomorrow night.
Hopefully not get food poisoning.
Well, yeah, that'd be. I'll play through it. Onside kick is easily recovered by the Wildcats.
Well, we're going to get 3 exciting timeouts. And then maybe they get the ball back with 10 seconds to go.
So 1st down and 10 from the Indianapolis 39-yard line. King coming back out onto the field along with Jared Willis in what was an absolutely fantastic rookie debut from him.
Upshan's changed his opinion. Illuminati, which I've heard of, So
Willis losing 2 right after I say how good he was doing. Willis with 20 rushing attempts for 84 yards and a touchdown. Also hauled in 11 passes, make that 12 at this point for 52 yards and a touchdown.
Let's go.
So 2 touchdowns in his rookie debut, getting the Wildcats out in front early and really helping seal the win for them here today.
watch out for the screen here for Indy. Trying to get that first down and end this game.
King to throw. Checks it down to Willis.
Oh, he got out of bounds. Whoops.
Gets back to the line. Well, it's his first day, man.
No, I'm not blaming Willis. I'm saying why are they just kneeling? Halftime, Chicago wastes all their timeouts, and then, but instead, they've got many timeouts.
Yeah, all 3. But they're down by quite a bit here.
I know. I'm just you gotta tighten that up if you're in a close game.
Willis takes a handoff, tackled right at the line of scrimmage, and now Indianapolis is forced to burn their first of 3 timeouts. 28 seconds to go here, and we will see Chicago punt the ball away one final time. So, Matt, tomorrow night during Fan Night, Mexico City won the Fan Night vote, so thank you, everybody, for that. Looking forward to watching our game in prime time on Monday night and playing prime time. Don't forget, Matt, you have a tight end. You can throw him the ball anytime, every play if you want to. This punt bounces down at the 5-yard line, pinned down at the 4. So no big deal. You just need 2 touchdowns. You're 96 yards away from the end zone, and you have 2 timeouts, and it all needs to be done in 20 seconds.
Child's play.
Ready, set, go. So we'll see. What's
5
that?
wide receiver set. Let's go. Oh,
Well, you get 3. Pepper under center. Pepper will throw, going deep on the first play. Complete down to the 33-yard line. They burn another timeout. Matt, wouldn't that have been something if McCormick had burned the safeties and gotten a touchdown right there, 96-yard touchdown on the first play?
Yeah, you almost did.
Then you get the onside kick back. You only have seconds left. Hail Mary it. Whew, that would have been a finish.
Oh, still got 15 seconds. You could.
They need to score here. I mean, they need to score right now.
The laws of time, and space can only be bent so much.
So Pepper to throw, and picked off.
Oh God!
And that'll seal the win. Maurice Spurgeon with his first interception on the season, and it's a pick 6 into the. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't Maurice Spurgeon. I lied.
That was.
That's Brandon Beasley making up for his personal foul that he got earlier on the touchdown by Swearingen.
Playing zone, and King again not wanting to throw it up the field, and that was too easy.
So that'll do it here, as the Wildcats are now up 27-9 with an extra point looming on the horizon. Snap the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. 28-9. Wildcats over the Red Devils. Will break for one last message from the SFL.
SFL fans, make sure you order your custom SFL merchandise from the league store on simulationfl.net. Just click the shop button through the site navigation where you can order what you see or exactly what you want. This is your league. This is your shop. Order now from Richards Printworks on sfl.net.
So 3 seconds to go. Von Sanook returning that one up to the 30-yard line.
What the heck? Just run a flea flicker. Halfback option. Just Try something spicy.
Yes, halfback
Maybe-
option.
Maybe jump out of my chair.
I want to see Swearingen throw the ball. Swearingen
Oh, gosh.
takes the pass, spins. One last Hulk smash. Your final score, Chicago Wildcats 28. Indianapolis Red Devils 9. Chicago wins their second game of the season here at home in what was a really great rookie debut for their shiny new running back, Jared Willis. 84 yards on the day for Willis on 20 rushing attempts and a touchdown. Also has a passing touchdown. Matt, he's going to be a great addition for this Chicago offense going forward.
Yeah, again, this is a great building block for Chicago going forward. They won big at home. They got the new running back involved. Their defense played out of their minds. Indy couldn't do pretty much anything until the backups came in. Even the backups had a pick six. So, few tweaks to the playbook maybe. And, they should be ready to go for next week. Their opposition, got something to worry about now.
E.T. King also having a fantastic day for himself. 22 completions on 28 pass attempts, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 79% completion percentage, 118 quarterback rating. Fantastic outing for him and for Jared Willis. If these two can maintain stats like that for the remainder of the season, this Chicago offense is absolutely loaded with weapons. Yeah. 3 highly paid wide receivers. Shan Varner, he's there too at tight end. I think he's just blocking. He's just blocking for Willis. That's what he's doing. But hey, whatever, it works. So, great outing by Chicago. Indianapolis definitely needs to try to get something going on offense.
Oh yeah, there's Willis as the MVP.
There's your player of the game, Jared Willis. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing that quite a bit.
Over 100 combined yards, all-purpose yards, AP, very important. So,
absolutely.
Good game, Chicago. Indy still got some things to work on.
This has been a presentation of the SFL Network presented by APM Music. For Matt Willson and Scott LaRue, I am Mike Daggs saying thank you for joining us. Don't forget to click the like button on your way out. And don't forget to tip your waitress. Have a good night, everybody.